I'm Kyle. I'm here with the Royal Lochnagar Distillery. I'm here with Mark Gunn, musician and host of the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast.
Show number 745. Welcome to the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast, helping you celebrate Celtic culture through music. I'm Mark Gunn. I'm a Celtic musician, and I'm also host of Pub Songs and Stories. I believe every song has a story, and every episode is a toast to the songwriters who keep Celtic and folk traditions alive. This show comes from the heart of the pub scene. However, this podcast is for anyone who loves Celtic music in all its forms, traditional, modern, folk, fusion. We're here to build a welcoming and diverse Celtic community and to support the incredible artists who so generously share their music with you. If you hear a song that moves you, please take a moment to tell the artist, send a message, write an email, let them know you discovered them on the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast. It truly makes a difference. These musicians aren't part of big corporations or major record labels. They're indie artists, small bands, real people making real music. They keep creating because listeners like you step forward to support them. If you're able, please show your generosity, buy a CD, grab an album pen or a shirt, download an album, or join their community on Patreon. You'll find links to every artist in the show notes along with showtimes when you visit CelticMusicPodcast.com. And if you'd like to subscribe to the podcast, just send an email to follow@bestcelticmusic.net. And I'll send you a free music-only episode to get you started. Now settle in, raise a glass, and let's get into the music. We kicked off the show with Tulua with No Coming, No Going from their same titled album. Next up is Adrianna Ciccone and Ellen Gibling with The Golden Goose. That is from a brand new single they just released.
the Cregan one morning in May. Four lads left their base with heart young and gay. Their cause was for freedom, a cause undenied, and a foreign oppressor they went to defy. while patrolling our streets. They met with the foe, and with guns at the ready, our lads had to go. So we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse the British lands, who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their path. But my heart is broken in two. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian pop, and they'll not stop me and you. For the place, it went silent when the shooting died down. Our lads, they lay dead on the streets of our town. Another 2 lives lost for the ongoing fight. And in Derry we're mourned on that fateful night. So we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse the British lands, who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their path. But my heart is broken in two. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian pop, and they'll not stop me and you. Now Georgie and Pop, they lie cold as stone. They died fighting for Derry, their own native home. So always remember, and don't ever forget, they died fighting for Ireland, and we owe them a debt. So we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse the British lands, who torment the very hearts of men who dare to cross their path. But my heart is broken in two. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our Georgian pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as the cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine. When I landed on the river back in 1845, it was all a roustabout could do to keep himself alive. Hard work and harder liquor was the life that came to me, till the day that I first laid my eyes on pretty Frances Lee. And the river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as the cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine. Now Frances Lee was the prettiest girl that ever I had seen. Her cheeks were red, her hair was brown, her shining eyes were green. I met her on a Saturday night and kissed her on a Sunday. Damn me if I wasn't just a lovesick fool by Monday. And the river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as the cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine. Well, I courted pretty Frances Lee, I courted night and day. I bought her wine and dresses fine whene'er I got my pay. She promised for to marry when I got back on shore, and in that town I'd settle down and work on the river no more. And the river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as the cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine. Day that I returned to take her for my bride, bought me a fine suit of clothes and a golden ring besides. I opened up my true love's door with a shaking and a trembling hand. I found my true love in the arms of a low-down gambling man. And the river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as the cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine. So it's goodbye to you, Frances Lee, goodbye forevermore. I'm a-going back on the river, and I ain't a-coming back no more. You left me with a broken heart and a troubled, worried mind, and I'm gonna ride these river boats until the day I die. 'Cause the river run down from the mountain, and the river run down to the sea. River run down through the flatland towns where the riverboat men spend their money free. River run wide and the river run deep, and the river run old as time, and the river run cold as a cold, cold heart of that pretty little girl of mine.
After Ciccone and Gibling came the Druids Irish folk band with George and Pop from the Starry Plough, then Poitin with Tired by Kids from Simple Pleasures, and we finish up the set with Francis Lee by Alex Sturbaum from River Run Wide. I want your feedback. What are you doing today while listening to the podcast? Send me a photo. If you're in a Celtic band, send me an audio recording of you performing live. Just audio. I'll use it in a podcast episode later this year. Email me, follow@bestcelticmusic.net. Alexander Randall V emailed, "Ahoy, Mark the Celt Father. Love the podcast. I bought the Patreon deal for the music-only version. You did a shout-out to me many years ago. I was listening to the podcast in a Virgin Island swimming pool while watching a huge cruise ship sail off into the sunset. I love that Walking on the Waves is in the top of the year group. That song speaks right to me. I walked that island's shoreline 100 times. The sunset was over Puerto Rico instead of Hamish, but the song was all about living in island time. Then I married Beverly, and from that time on, I've been walking on the waves. That song made me cry. When you are with the right people, it is Walking on the Waves. Thank you. I had to do a deep dive on that song and found a dozen different artists doing it. The one in the podcast is the best. I recently did a deep dive into Galician Celtic music. The band I recommended to you a while ago, the Chivalrous Crickets, did a piece in a concert that had Galician Celtic roots. The music is so interesting. You hear stuff that sounds like Irish jigs, and then it sounds like flamenco. Then it's like a wild fusion of both. One piece begins Moorish and ends up in a rollicking dance. Bagpipes, but not Scottish ones. Fiddles doing flamenco rhythms. So I did a deep dive, playlist surfing, looking for fast instrumentals. I suggest you put some Galician Celtic music in your mix. If you want, I'll send a playlist. Let me pause for a moment and say, please do send me that playlist. I would love to check it out, especially since we are going to Galicia this summer. He continues, and what is Brittany Celtic like? It is another fusion. Again, another side note here. Finally, I bought the Patreon deal to abbreviate the talk. Your patter is exactly the same every time. It gets tedious. This from a guy who edits the music-only podcast to drop the bits with lyrics. I basically memorize your whole spiel and wish it was new. I urge you to update your patter for the new year. Change it up. Maybe 3 different versions, surprises, but let me know if you do so I know to listen to the talky version of the podcast. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. You are keeping culture alive. I'm an anthropologist and it really matters. Thank you, Alexander. I am attempting to do just that, to shake things up a little bit more in the podcast. So I hope you find it more engaging in the future. Really quick, I want to remind you that March 8th is our Irish and Celtic Music Podfest and Arts Market. It's happening in Avondale Estates, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta at the Lost Druid Brewery. From 12 to 6 p.m., you can spend the afternoon surrounded by live Celtic and folk music from Kinfolk, The Muckers, May Will Bloom, and yours truly, Mark Gunn. Grab a pint, enjoy the tunes, and share the energy of true Celtic gathering. While the music plays, you can explore the arts market filled with handmade craft arts and unique gifts from local creators. It's a celebration of music, creativity, and community all in one place. Come for the song, stay for the spirit. We'll see you at the Lost Druid on March 8th. You can find details on our event page on Facebook. Nick Metcalf is up next with At the Gates. Features Zac Léger and Caitríona Lagan from his album Out of the Ashes.
I was born and raised in Boston, a place you all know well. Brought up by honest parents, the truth to you I'll tell. Brought up by honest parents and raised most tenderly, till I became a sporting lad at the age of 23. My character was taken and I was sent to jail. My friends, they came and tried in vain to get me out on bail. The jury found me guilty, the clerk, he wrote it down. The judge, he passed his sentence, I was bound for Charlestown. There was my aged father standing at the bar, likewise my aged mother, a tearing of her hair, yes, tearing of her old grey locks, while tears came pouring down, saying, son, dear son, what have you done that you're sent to Charlestown? They placed me on an eastbound train one cold December day, and every station we passed through, you could hear the people say, there goes the Boston Burglar, in chains his arms are bound. For one crime or another, he is bound for Charlestown. There lives a girl in Boston, a girl that I love well. If I ever gain my liberty, it's with that girl I'll dwell. If I ever gain my liberty, bad company I'll shun. Likewise night prowling, gambling, and also drinking rum. All you who have your liberty, pray keep it if you can, and don't go around the streets at night to break the laws of man. For if you do, you'll surely rue and find yourself like me, who is serving out a 20-year term in the penitentiary.
and stones and started walking after the only love I've known. But I could barely see her now through the thickly settled fog, and my wide-gated walk turned into a jog, shouting, Moira, please wait, there's so much I need to say. Oh, Moira, don't take our love away. Please wait. Oh, she didn't hear me shout as she stepped toward the ship, and my fast-paced jog turned into a sprint. They were just about to board her when she's walking up the stairs. I shouted, running towards her from the pier, saying, Moira, please wait, there's so much I need to say. Oh, Moira, don't take our love away. Please wait. Please wait. Moira, please wait. There's so much I need to say. Oh, Moira, don't take our love away. I was gonna tell her how I changed, what happened in my past, and how I love her so and want our love to last. But standing there hunched over, trying to catch my breath, the thought of being open scared me half to death. Then suddenly my mind went blank. I lost what I would say. There was only silence, like chords that wouldn't play. She touched my cheek in sorrow, then turned and walked away. All the things I feel, I never say.
After Nick Metcalf came Eddie Biggins with the Boston Burglar from 15 from 20. Then Aisling Drost Byrne, Brendan McCarthy, and Conal O'Kane with the Millbrae Mazurka, Francie Dirgs, Finbar Dyer's Reel from their album Jump Out of It. And we finish off the set with Stephen MacDonald. That was Moira, Please Wait from his album The Legend of John Lally. Thank you, patrons of the podcast. Because of generous patrons like you, the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast keeps releasing new episodes week after week. Your support means more than funding the show. It keeps a global Celtic music community growing and thriving. Your contributions cover everything behind the scenes, from production and artwork to buying music directly from independent Celtic artists. You're not just listening, you're making the music possible. And if you're not yet a patron, you're always welcome. Patrons get early episodes, music-only editions, free MP3s, exclusive stories, and a vote in the Celtic Top 20. Thank you for keeping Celtic music alive, independent, and full of heart. A special thanks to our new and continued patrons of the podcast. Thank you, Thomas A. Bannon. Here is your 3-step plan to support the podcast. Number 1, go to our Patreon page. Number 2, decide how much you want to pledge every month. $4, $12, $25, or $100, and you can become an underwriter of the show. We still have one more slot open at present, so make a pledge. Number 3, keep listening to the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast to celebrate Celtic culture through music. You can become a generous patron of the podcast on Patreon at songhinge.com. Turf Fire Liars is up next with the Kings of Brooklyn from their album Long Memories, Short Fuses.
Paddy worked on the railway. Poor Paddy worked on the railway.
Of Brooklyn, we're the boys who went and built the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, we're the kings of Brooklyn, from Canarsie all the way to Bay Ridge. Oh, brick and mortar and steel saved us from poverty. I fled from Dublin City in the spring of 21. I landed in Manhattan as a rebel son, so I made my way out to find a job for me, and I found it there in the halls of Tammany. They never made me convert, they only asked the hands of fate. I'm standing like a king atop the Empire State. So I'll make my way out to find a job for me, and I'll find it there in the halls of Tammany. They never made me convert. They only asked that I show up to work. They made me a steelman and sent me to build up this city. And we're the kings of Brooklyn. We're the boys who went and built the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, we're the kings of Brooklyn. From Canarsie all the way to Bay Ridge. Oh, brick and mortar and steel saved us from poverty. And we're the kings of Brooklyn. We're the boys who went and built up to the sky. Oh, we're the kings of Brooklyn. From Coney Island all the way to Bedford-Stuyvesant, with brick and mortar and steel, foundations of liberty.
and Tajack's my only family. The island of salvation as I scream away. As the lungs of the night blow out that light, my heart is down to pray. Oh Lord, why did you take her? She meant so much to me. While a wretched soul in a privateer who's drowning out at sea. I'm killing and I'm drinking, my blue heart's black. Well, I swear, oh Lord, I'll never sin again if you bring her back. She was a siren dripping with desire. Her moonless hair, skin so fair, warm as frozen fire. She had loyalty of a cat behind those pale green eyes. And through her cherry lips the devil slipped 1,000 lies. Yeah, clan of rogues and vagabonds occupied her head. That thieving band took a pale white hand and stole her from my bed. Like a ghost ship in the night, she drifted out once more to land upon that sand on another lover's shore. Oh Lord, why did you take her? She meant so much to me. I'm a wretched soul and a privateer who's drowning out at sea. I'm killing and I'm drinking, my blue heart's black. Well, I swear, oh Lord, I'll never sin again if you bring her back. She sings a sad and lonely lullaby. When I wake, just the ache that'll haunt me till I die. And when those winds of vanity no longer blow her west, I'll pray to guide her home and put my heart to rest. Now the press gang fills that man of war to make that black buck anymore. All my trade is bond and blade and blood forevermore. And the sting of salt and spray, and the ocean's howling squall. A stumbling wreck, I roam the deck, and the devil's beck and call. And the devil's beck and call. Oh Lord, why did you take her? She meant so much to me. I'm a wretched soul in a privateer who's drowning out at sea. I'm killing and I'm drinking, my blue heart's black. Well, I swear, oh Lord, I'll never sin again if you bring her back. Well, I swear, oh Lord, I'll never sin again if you bring her back.
After Turf Fire Liars came Sean Heely and Beth Patterson. They have a brand new album out. It is called Stir the Blood to Fire. That was Don't Tell Dermond and Losing the Bet to Maggie. Then came the Inland Seas with Lover's Wreck from Crown of Clover, and we finished off the set with Julien Loko Irish Band with Clean Peas Stray from Storms. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure you pick out those best songs that you really loved in the episode and vote in the Celtic Top 20 for 2026. This is our way of finding the best songs and artists each year. You can vote for as many songs and tunes that inspire you in each episode. Your vote helps me create this year's Best Celtic Music episode. You have 3 weeks left to vote. Do so right now. We're going to finish up the show with Shannon Heaton from her album Perfect Maze. This is Bo for Rama. Thank you so much for listening. Back again next week. Sláinte. Support for this program comes from international speaker Joseph Dumond, teaching the ancient roots of the Gaelic people. Learn more about their origins at sightedmoon.com. Support for this program comes from Cascadia Cross-Border Law Group, creating transparent borders for more than 25 years, serving Alaska and the world. Find out more at cascadialawalaska.com. Support for this program comes from Hank Woodward. Support for this program comes from Dr. Annie Lorkowski of Centennial Animal Hospital in Corona, California. The Irish and Celtic Music Podcast podcast was produced by Mark Gundy Kiltfather and our patrons on Patreon. The show is edited by Mitchell Peterson with graphics by Miranda Nelson Designs. Visit our website to follow the show. You'll find a link to all the artists played in this episode. Todd Wiley is the editor of the Celtic Music Magazine. Subscribe to get 34 Celtic MP3s for free. Plus, you'll get 7 weekly news items about what's happening with Celtic music and culture online. Best of all, you will connect with your Celtic heritage. Please tell one friend about this podcast. Word of mouth is the absolute best way to support any creative endeavor. Finally, remember this. Clean energy isn't just about saving the planet, it's about saving people money. Solar and wind are now the cheapest power sources in history, but too many politicians still protect billionaires instead of helping working families lower their bills. That's not economics, that's corruption. Real change starts when we stop allowing the ultra-rich to write the energy policy and run our government. Affordable, renewable power means lower costs, real freedom, and a future that actually works for people, not profits. Promote Celtic culture through music at CelticMusicPodcast.com.